From KETK, you're watching East Texas Live.
Welcome back. Joining me now is Dr. Robert French, a sports medicine physician at UT Health East Texas, Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Institute. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Yes, sir. So today we're talking about concussions. So what is a concussion and how we kind of get those in high school sports?
Sure, absolutely. So a concussion is a traumatic brain injury where unfortunately the brain bounces around inside of our skull a little bit on contact hits, whether it's a direct blow to the head, a fall to the ground, or getting hit with a projectile.
Yes, sir. And so what are some of the most common signs that parents and coaches should be looking for?
Definitely common things being common. Headache is the first one that typically comes up, and then you can have nausea, vomiting, sensitivity to light, sensitivity to sounds. Those are really the big ones that a lot of people look out for.
Yes, sir. And so how serious are concussions, or how can they be if they're not treated well?
Very serious, truthfully. Most concussions, thankfully, are relatively benign. People recover in about a week and change, can take up to 3 weeks. But if they are not diagnosed correctly and then allowed to recover correctly, they can become, quite frankly, very dangerous and sometimes fatal.
Yes, sir. And so what should parents do if they suspect their child has a concussion?
It's definitely important to pull them away from sport. That's the biggest thing. If they notice anything is off, if kid gets hit and stands up and is a little bit wobbly, that's one of the things that particularly coaches, trainers, the athlete themselves, they have to be pulled from the field of play to do an evaluation.
Yes, sir. And so what can be done to kind of prevent concussions in sports?
A whole bunch of things. A big thing is education. Like I said, having players, coaches, trainers, parents, everybody aware of what a concussion looks like and what can come from a concussion, along with, increasing the safety profile, better equipment, better training, proper technique in a lot of the different sports. Certainly football is the biggest one that we think about, but also you think about soccer, you think about basketball, baseball, even getting hit with the ball, or volleyball getting hit with the ball. Those are the kind of things that you have to avoid.
Yes, sir. And so what's the biggest message you want parents and coaches listening right now to take away?
Yeah, the biggest message is definitely just be aware. Be aware of what's going on the field, whether you notice the hit or not. If you see somebody getting up, standing up, and they just don't look quite right to you, don't just tough it out. Don't chalk it up to they just got their bell rung. Take them off the field, do an evaluation, have somebody lay eyes on them before sending them out.
Yes, sir. And how do y'all kind of treat concussions?
A lot of times, generally, it's just rest. With a concussion, there's not a big changes in brain imaging, changes in scanning. All of those things are relatively normal. A lot of time, it's just rest, making sure symptoms go away before we then bring you back to what we call a return to play protocol, which includes for high school students specifically, or college students, getting back into class, making sure your symptoms don't get worse. Then we start you on sort of light activity, get your heart rate up, make sure your symptoms don't get worse. Bring you the next day into sport-specific activity, hitting a bag, catching passes, shooting baskets, going up for layups, things like that. And then a full practice where you're back to normal, but not in a game scenario. If you make it through all of that and your symptoms are gone and stay gone, generally you are cleared from a concussion standpoint and allowed to return to play.
Yes, sir. And where can people get more information if they're interested in becoming a patient or seeing y'all?
Absolutely. They can reach out to our clinic at UT Health. We have built a new clinic at the Three Lakes facility. Find us online, find our phone number there, just call the clinic, set up an appointment. We have relationships with the high schools and the trainers. They can certainly reach out to us as well, and we're happy to see you.
Yes, sir. Well, Dr. French, thank you so much for coming in.
Of course. Thank you very, very much.
Yes,
I appreciate it.
For more information, go to the website right there on your screen.